Hey y'all. Alright, I decided I'm gonna do a mukbang. Mukbang, whatever you say, I don't know. But I got a crab boil. I already put it in a container. I got my little trash bag right here. I got my, they call shop towels. I use them for work and they're really thick and absorbent. So I decided I was gonna use these to wipe my hands. And I got my drink, ice. This is the peach nectarine. I really like that one. Oh, let me explain what I got, y'all. So I got shrimp with no heads, crab legs, corn, and potatoes. And I got garlic butter seasoning, mild flavor. So, I guess I can talk about how I got into business. Because I know it's an interesting topic. And what made me start my business and decide I didn't want to work for anybody. So I'm actually gonna take this headphone out just in case it decides to drop in there. So when I was younger, I was really into nails. So I was the kid who had a lot of nail polish. I loved getting her toes done, loved getting her nails done. And you know, as I got older, I was always the girl with the new nails at school. Like in high school, I always had my nails done. Like every 2 weeks, I was at the nail shop. Faithfully, okay? This nail shop around the corner from my house called GT Nails. Knew I was walking through the door every 2 weeks. Or me and my mom would go to the mall and I would get a full set and my feet done. And that would be something that we would do at least once a month or 2 weeks every Sunday. We would go get our nails done. So I went to college and that same thing happened. I was gonna find a way to get to the nail shop. I didn't have no car. I was taking Ubers to go get my nails done. Everybody knew Raven was gonna get her nails done. I was even in a band and I had my nails done. Nails was something that made me feel like me. It was something that I had to have done. If I didn't have my hair done, like now, I don't have my hands done right now, but you know, because I'm a mom now, so I don't get my nails done, and I don't do my nails either. That's another thing. But you know, if it was one thing I was gonna have done, it was my nails. My hair didn't have to be done. I didn't have the best looking clothes, but I had my nails done. So a lot of people feel that way about their hair. I feel that way about my nails. So I went to college. I went to Hampton University, y'all. And since I was younger, y'all see I'm working on this one leg. If anybody know me, crab legs is one of my favorite foods. And I'm gonna get the meat out, okay? Every piece of it. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I went to college and I came in and I majored in when I first came to school, I was majoring in chemistry. I love chemistry. Out of all the sciences, I love chemistry. I hated bio. I didn't like physics, but I love chemistry. In high school, it was fun. I loved it. I understood it. Whatever. So I went into Hampton University as a chem major, but the goal was to become a doctor. Sorry, y'all, the noise. Yeah, so the sorry about that, y'all. So the goal was for me to become a doctor. I have been saying that since I was younger. And when I got to college, I realized, well, okay, let me rewind. I came in as a chem major, right? And the goal was to become a doctor. But at Hampton, they didn't have a pre-med track for chemistry. But I was like, it's okay, like I can just take those extra classes that they'll be looking for med school. Well, come the end of first semester, I failed general chemistry with a D. With a D, y'all. I have never had a D in my life. I mean, I might have made a D on a test, but my final grade being a D? And we're talking about general chemistry. The first chemistry you take. You have so, and as a chem major, you go deeper and deeper and deeper. And I didn't pass the first chemistry. I said, yeah, I don't think chemistry is the major for me, right? So I quickly decided that chemistry wasn't for me, but I was gonna stick it out and still go to med school. Y'all understand why I chuckle in a minute, but so I changed my major, and I changed it to psychology with a pre-med concentration, right? And I changed it to psychology instead of bio. I hate bio, right? But I changed it to psychology because if anybody knows me, y'all know I love getting in people's business. I love knowing the ins and outs of people's life. I love counseling my friends. I love giving advice. I said, okay, I could do that. But I still had the mindset of going to medical school. So that helps me out where I can ultimately have a degree in something that I love doing and also go to med school, right? Y'all understand why I chuckle in a minute. So I switch, and that's cool. But now the track that I'm on makes it so I don't have to take any extra classes outside of the curriculum, right? Whereas if I had stayed a chemistry major, I was going to have to add those extra classes that they need for med school. Well, for me to get into med school. Because being just a chem major, you're only taking chem classes, right? Well, as a pre-med major, well, having a concentration in pre-med, it gives you your classes for your major, but also the classes for med school. Okay. Sounds amazing, right? So, make a long story short, I'm still not doing amazing in my science classes, but I'm making it through. You know, I wasn't gonna get in nobody med school right away, but you know, I could work towards that. It's programs you can, you know, attend to help you out and get more help in the sciences and all of that. Okay, cool. Well, as time begins to progress, I'm beginning to find that I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy with my decision to go to med school. I don't think that I really want to do that. Okay. But my mom has spent all this money, and I got a scholarship to Hampton, but I ended up losing it. Transparency moment. I ended up losing my scholarship because I failed that first chemistry class and it dropped my GPA. So that was a whole nother thing. Now I'm taking out loans, and also my mom is helping by paying out of pocket. Grateful to my mom that she was able to do that. But throughout my time at Hampton, I was taking summer classes to stay on track. I had to take that chemistry class over again. But also because sciences were so hard, I decided to take some of my sciences during summer classes, which made it a little bit easier. So, it made it easier because I didn't have a full load and I could focus on those classes. Cool. That's one thing I will suggest. Anybody that is going to college, like, take college classes. You might want that break, but at the end of the day, if you just so happen to end up falling behind a little bit, or you need to take a class over, or there's this class that you just can't get past, take it in the summertime. Like, it helps you so much. That's the only reason why I got on in 4 years. Otherwise, it would took me like 5. Not even gonna lie to y'all. It would took me 5. And that's okay. But as we get to senior year, I fell in love with psych, but I've only fell in love with the psych part, right? And I'm gonna get to why I'm chuckling again, right? I fell so much in love with the psych part. Like, I'm miserable in my science classes. Miserable, okay? Miserable. They're just not going good. I don't feel like I'm retaining the information I'm learning, like, none of that. But in some psych classes, I knew that like the back of my hand. Don't ask me questions now because I don't know the book stuff that much, but I knew it for the time. And some stuff I can still remember, but I haven't looked at that stuff in a long time, so don't try to ask me no questions. But so I'm coming up on senior year, and I started to get really depressed. Like, I did all this for nothing. I'm here and I'm not happy. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna get myself dirty. You know, I'm really thinking about how life is gonna be. I see firsthand how a life of a physician is. I look back at my life and I start to think about what I want for my future. Not saying that, you know, I didn't grow up amazing, because I did. I had everything I wanted. Like everything. But there were a few things that I wish were a little different. And I knew that I wanted to be a mom. I knew that I wanted to be a mom, and I knew that children need their undivided attention. And with that, it changed my motivation. It changed my motivation. It changed my purpose. And at that point, I knew that being a physician was cool, but not for me. Because I saw my future being different. And I needed, when God blessed me with my child would need my undivided attention. And being a physician, and the physician that I wanted to be ultimately was an OBGYN. And that would prevent me from that goal. And I'm not saying that was the only goal that I had in life, but that was a part of it. You know, that was a part of my drawback, and a part of why I changed my mind. And also because I wasn't passionate in being a physician. I wasn't passionate in that. And I knew that because I didn't put forth much effort in school. I was a child to do enough just to get by. School was not okay. I mean, I did it, and I could have been so much better at school, but I knew that it wasn't something that I could spend 8 more years doing. I'm good. College was enough. High school was enough. Middle school was enough. Elementary school was enough for me. So after realizing that, I started to apply to some post-bac programs, which are programs that you go to after undergrad to give you extra help to take the MCAT and take some more classes to get in med school. I was coming up on an interview for one, and I was so unhappy. I was so upset with myself and just so lost, and I just decided to come clean to my mom and tell her that I did not want to go to med school anymore. She was not happy. You know, I got the, so what is it that you want to do? Da, 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 da. And at that time I had said, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna get my master's in psych or counseling or whatever the case may be, go to school again, knowing I did not want to go to school, but you know, just to say I didn't want to go to med school and get it out was just like the biggest weight lifted off my shoulders. And so after telling her that, I was just like, okay, well, I'm just going to get my master's and become a psychologist or psychiatrist, whatever the case may be. Well, I can't become a psychiatrist because they actually do go to med school. Psychologist though, where I can give people counseling and all of that. Okay, cool. But in order to do that, I had to go get my master's. Boo, don't want to go to school anymore. But that was enough to buy me some time. So I graduate, get my degree in 4 years. Thank God for that. And I come home. Now I'm back home. And now everybody like, so what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? That's always the question. If there are any older adults watching this channel, this video particularly, stop asking us that question. Okay? Stop. Because half the time, we don't have the answer for you, you know, and it puts a lot of pressure. You feel me? Like, the pressure was on because everybody wanted to know, what was Raven gonna do? What's next? I don't know. Raven didn't know. Raven didn't know, but Raven had just ripped the band-aid off about not wanting to go to med school. Now she about to rip the band-aid off about owning her own business when we don't really have entrepreneurs in this family. Baby. Okay, so I'm home. I'm doing little jobs. I'm working as like a swim instructor. I worked at a school for a second as a preschool teacher. Then I worked in a family friend's doctor's office as a receptionist. But nothing is really going to sustain me, you know? So it's summertime, and I end up going to get my nails done, because y'all know I love getting my nails done, right? Back then, this is 2019. If it was one thing I was gonna have was my nails done. So I ended up finding a black nail tech, and this is when I realized black nail techs were on the come up, right? So I find a black nail tech. We are actually still cool to this day. I go to her probably like twice. The second time, Maybe the third time. I think the third time I went to her. And I'm getting, now mind you, all these other times I'm getting my nails done for years and years and years, I never got like the crazy designs, like the ombres and the encapsulations and the glitters and all that. I'm used to just getting plain nails with a little glitter, gel, polish, whatever. She doing crazy design. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm asking her, I'm like, I love getting my nails done, but like, how did you learn how to do nails? She's like, how do I learn how to do nails, girl? Well, I went to a black nail tech just like you, and I asked her if she could teach me how to do it. I said, wow, well, you just learned like that? She's like, yeah. I said, well, did you go to school? Like, you know, she's like, no, I didn't go to school. I was like, well, do you eventually want to go to school? She's like, yeah, I want to get licensed or whatever. And all this time, I'm like, I know you can go to cosmetology school, but I didn't even know it was nail school. But I asked her, I said, well, can you teach me how to do them? She said, yeah. Text me when you leave, and we'll set up a day where I host a class for you. A one-on-one class. So I go to the one-on-one, fast forward. We do it like a month later. We do the class in August 2019. I want to say it was like August 8th or something. I don't know. August 2019. I do the class and she like, girl, you catching on so fast. I'm like, thanks. Like, I really love this. It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Like, yes, I did the usual mistakes and, you know, learning how to hold the brush, learning how to grab the acrylic. Like, that's the stuff that you learn right away. Like, or that's the stuff that you have trouble with right away. So, she's just like, yeah, but keep practicing and I think that you're gonna do great. So I go home, y'all. That day, I'm researching schools, researching nail schools. I'm researching on YouTube videos of nails, how to do this, how to do that. From that day forward, I practice my nails every day. Every day. I was in my basement. I had set up a little square card table and all the products that she had bought me. Well, she gave me for the class. I practiced with them. I went on Amazon, bought some other cheap products. Mia Secret was the first acrylic that I bought myself. Any nail techs looking at this? Y'all know Mia Secret, what I'm talking about. Would I use Mia Secret now? Absolutely not. Do I use Mia Secret now? Absolutely not. But that was the first acrylic that I bought myself. In November, that was August. In November, I started asking my friends, my babysitter right now, the girl that watches my child, was my first client. It took me about 5 hours to do her nails. I'll put a picture of the first set that I did for her. 5 hours. I had the cheapest products you could think of. Compared to what I use now, I don't know how I was working with that. But it got me to where I am today. But the minute I did her nails and they came out the way that they did, I said, oh, I could do this. And that wasn't even good, y'all. That was not even good. But I knew from November 2019, don't ask me the specific date, but November 2019 was the day I said, I'm gonna be my own boss. I said, this I could do this, because I caught on so quickly and I said, I love what I do. Like, this is it. Like, I really wanted to do nails and I really love the process of nails and love getting my own nails done. I said, I could be that tech where the people who nails you know, define them, and they don't care if their hair's done, they got the best clothes on, you know what I'm saying? They don't care if they got makeup on, but they nails. That was my motivation right there. And so after that, I got online and I was researching like crazy, researching, finding schools. And I told my mom, I said, I want to do nails. She was like, what? What do you mean? What? I didn't want to do nails. I'm like, no, I want to do nails. Like, I want to own my own business. I want to do nails. Y'all, some people in my family, I love y'all to death, but some of the stuff y'all said to me was really, really hurtful. I'm just gonna say, was very hurtful, and my goals and what I chose to do was looked down upon, but it fueled me and it made me go harder. And so I got online. I looked up the process to get in school. I looked up the pricing. I looked up everything. I went to go look at schools by myself. I got all the information I needed. I filled out my FAFSA form by myself. And once I got the information, I gave it to my mom. And she was just like, okay. She asked me how I was gonna pay for it. I said I was gonna take out some more loans. And she told me no. She said, if this is what you really want to do, this will be the last thing that I pay for, but I'll pay for it. I chose my school. I'm not going to say what school I chose because that will be a different video, but I got into nail school, and I was in nail school either December 8th or December 14th. One of those days. I can't really remember the exact date, but in December 2019, it only took me a couple months to say this is what I want to do. So that was the backstory of my desire and how it transformed from me going to med school to later owning my own business, and the reasons why, and how I decided this was the lane for me. So I didn't finish all my crab because I was trying to hurry up because this video is kind of long, and I didn't want to hold y'all here all day. I know y'all love mukbangs and watching people eat, but I also want to make sure that I was getting the story out and not eating too much. So I hope that y'all like this video. I hope that y'all I like it, my channel so far. I know it is all over the place, but I realized that my channel is gonna be mostly vlogs, but pop in sit down videos and just videos of certain things here and there. Of course, I'll start to show more nails. I also start to show the process of my press-ons and starting that business, and I got some other things that I'm trying to start too. So you know, motherhood life and all of that. So hopefully y'all will come along the ride and also like this video. If y'all have any questions for me that you feel like I didn't cover, or you want to know a little more details, comment down below. If y'all understood my video and like this video, make sure y'all thumbs up. Also subscribe. Also watch some of my other videos so we can get those views up. Make sure y'all go and like those other videos, because some of y'all watch the videos but y'all don't like them. Please remember to like the videos so YouTube can push them through the algorithm. Also turn my post notifications on so you know every time I post. This is a cool mukbang. Maybe I'll do a Q&A with a mukbang too. I'm not really sure yet. Or any other topics that y'all want me to cover with mukbangs, or just sit down videos in general that I can answer questions, or just go into different topics about what I think or whatever case may be. I'm not really sure, but hopefully y'all understood my journey to starting my business or getting into nails, period. I think this video is probably going to be called why I got into nails and how I got into nails. But I hope y'all like this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all later. Bye.